Hello everyone! I wanted to talk to you today about art, hanging art, picking art, styling your art. You are on step 8. I want to applaud you for making it all this way. You have a few more steps to go and then your room will be completed. So way to go, persevering and hanging in there, decorating your room all by yourself with a little bit of guidance from me. So art, it's such a great element in the room. It's important, it is necessary. Walls without any art or any wall decor or anything up is just a sterile institutional room and space that you just loathe. No matter what walk of life you come from, you want to see something interesting on the walls. You want to see art, you want to see texture, you want to see sculptures, you want to see paint. So this is a very important step and we don't want to skip over it. And I want to talk to you about more than what's just in the article about where to hang it and the guidelines of the inches, but just the items themselves and where you can find some, what my favorite places are, and how to coordinate all of the different art you're picking so it all looks and flows beautifully without matching and all being the same exact art. So sit tight, we are ready to roll. So first things first, let's get all of the facts done and over with straight away. The nitty-gritty. You'll need a hammer, an art hanging kit, and some thumbtacks. A little trick that I do is I use thumbtacks to mark where I want my nail to go instead of a pencil. It's more accurate. I can hold it behind the art while I'm pushing it against the wall, and I'm not really missing a mark trying to grab a pencil and draw it in and look. Then of course inevitably that mark always moves. So thumbtacks are my little trick. So in hanging art, you want it to relate to your furnishings. So there's some few rule of thumb inches, and then obviously you can eyeball it, which I primarily do. I don't measure these dimensions exactly. I go by what looks right, when I hang it. You want the width of the item to be about 2/3 of the width of what you're putting it over. When you're pairing art, you want them also to relate to each other. So you want them to be approximately 8 inches apart. When you're arranging art above the bed, it's always a nice, long, relaxing, linear feel when you're choosing horizontal or landscape-oriented artwork. When you're creating a collage, you want to form all of your items into an imaginary big giant rectangle on the wall. So not everything will line up to create a rectangle, but if you drew an imaginary line around the whole arrangement, it would be symmetrical and a giant rectangle. And the trick for arranging collages is to get newspaper or butcher paper or any paper and cut it out to the size of your frames, and then take tape, stick it up on the wall and arrange it how you visually want it, and then you can stick your tack right in where the nail would go over the paper, and then you can just nail it in, yank the paper down, and you've got your collage easy and perfect. You don't have to do any measuring. So now we can talk about style. We've got all that stuff dealt with. We've got all the nitty-gritties and how to, but style is really an important element to your artwork, and your artwork coordinates with your style. So if you're creating a nice beachy modern feel, you're gonna pick artwork that's abstract and more in the blue tones to kind of correlate with the ocean, or you might actually get some ocean, landscape pictures that you really like. And if you're going with a modern black and white, then you were going to go with more of the black and white artwork, some photography artwork, things in that range to kind of create that more modern feel. But still, if you've got the farm look, then you want more photography, architecture, nature, all of that still involved. And if you're completely going just very glam modern, then abstract art, abstract photography, things like that will really tie in nicely. And then whatever color theme with that, do pops, you know, bright pops in the art is really more of a contemporary look. With usually you're doing very neutral, either like black and white upholstery and furniture, then popping bright red or bright orange or things like that of that nature in the art is really what's going to tie in and create this really interesting look into your style. I am a huge fan of plants. Just in our other step, we talked about that. So, you know, if you know me, I'm always putting in plants on my design, and I love to put plants up on the walls. Plant art on the walls creates so much depth and dimension and life. I really personally believe it is necessary. So find places to implement the plant. You can purchase geometric modern hanging containers that you can put the succulents in. You can create those big picture frames that you can then install your own succulent garden vertically, and they're really easy to maintain. You just spray them with water, make sure they're in a good morning light sun area. And it was a really cool idea, and you'll see the picture in the download, is creating like a modern geometric wire trellis and placing a plant on the table to the side of the sofa and then letting it climb up and through over the sofa. It's very cool. My favorite places to get the art and to look for art is my favorite go-to for accessories, Surya.com. It is a trade-only website, but their prices are really phenomenal. So if you're searching and browsing, just shoot me an email and I can see what the price is. I also love Ethan Allen's artwork. And by the way, their art hanging installation kit, it comes with the art. So you don't have to go to the hardware store to get all the hanging hardware, and they're exceptional hardware. It's very minimal, you only see the art, and it's super easy to install. They have these little plastic pieces that insert where you need to hang them. So you press the artwork into the wall and you get, instead of using the thumbtack, which is my DIY of this concept, is it imprints the wall where you put the nail in, you nail it in, and then you stick the art on. It's super easy. I love Ethan Allen art. Other creative things that I love to use on the wall as wall decor are wood signs, wood art, and my two favorite local artists that do this is Vintage Rejuvenation and Wildflower California. You can look both of them up on Instagram. They have phenomenal work. They are local. They're at local boutiques all the time in California, and they also sell online. Another really great cost-effective place I love to find art is HomeGoods. They have some great selections, some really good treasure finds amongst a lot of the damaged goods. So you have to be patient, you have to look through the damaged goods, but they have some treasures. And another online source, honestly, I find a lot of really great artists on Etsy, and also art.com has a lot of art. Any other local store, furniture store, wherever you go, even Target has some great wall decor and art. Just take a look and see what you like. If you're stuck and you're purchasing things you like, but then they don't look right in the space and then you're returning them multiple times, that would be a sign that you do need our help in the style service. We have a styling service that we can come in and bring in accessories to finish your space, and we can install and style your space once you've purchased your big ticket items. Just go to www.tiffanyleandesign.com/shop to find the Style My Room button to purchase. And please feel free to ask any questions. Send me an email to hello@tiffanyleandesign.com. Submit any questions you have and our team members will answer you back. And remember to have fun decorating and get creative.